What's up, guys? Big Papa Lee's here. Wanted to give you guys an exclusive look today inside of the bootcamp. Today's video is me completing one of our orders where we made about $900 profit for very little time on our end. So this video is exclusive to the bootcamp, but I'm releasing it to you guys on YouTube so you can get a sense of what we're doing here at the bootcamp, teaching you guys exactly how we process our orders, how we generate leads for clients. And you're going to see in this video how I optimize this campaign to make even more profit on the next order while still keeping my clients happy, of course. So if you're interested in the bootcamp and videos like this, you can click below. There's a link there to get access to the bootcamp. You can get your first month for $50 off using the code below. And yeah, there's lots of interesting stuff in there. We're really having a good time with everybody on the weekly calls and the private Discord. But if you've never seen me before and this is one of your first videos, then you can click also to get access to the free Discord where you can join 750 lead generators that are learning about lead generation, still accessing some of our free content there. And I'm checking in there, chatting with you guys as well about lead generation. It's a really great community that we've been privileged to be a part of. So definitely, again, either join that free Discord or we'd love to see you in the bootcamp and get that promo code below. So let's jump into the video. It's a bit long, but bear with me. There's a lot of good stuff here. What's up, bootcamp? This video is the third installment of following along on one of my client orders in life insurance. As I said before, this is a client that I hadn't worked with in a while, and they kind of came back wanting leads. They've placed another order after this initial order, which is good. But I just want to do a summary of the order, and then we're going to talk about how I can optimize further from here with my dynamic creative ad set. So first off, we've got a profit of $930 here. I shared this win in the Discord as well. But yeah, we had a really sweet order, $35 per lead. I'm selling them at $40, but I said if you bought at least 50 leads, I give them for $35. This is in just a single province here in Canada. And again, I thought it was a good example because I basically just took ads that I had run for these guys like a year ago and just turned them back on with a few small edits. Didn't really change anything. So I basically just turned this on and let it run, and I didn't have to do anything, which is great for me because we've kind of built everything on the front end. So that's something to consider as well, is that once you build your funnels and you have something that works, it can be evergreen. You've heard me say before, I've had ads that have run for years that I don't change. So once you figure out a really good offer, you've got a really strong pixel, a lot of this can kind of run on its own. And obviously, $930 can barely pay for groceries here in Vancouver, but it's just an example of, 54%, 55% profit margin, and something that I'm actually going to probably look to scale in life insurance. I know I don't want to compete with a lot of you guys, but I'm just going to do that in a bit in Canada, a bit in the US, just see what I can do here, and you can follow along with that. So I've got some emails going out to agents again, just to see if I can just to fire this back up, and then maybe you'll see a 10K profit in this niche. I got out of life insurance before because I just didn't find it easy to scale with so many individual agents. We had almost 50 agents on board at different times, and it's kind of a pain in the butt working with individual agents, and we prefer to work with kind of larger companies that can purchase a lot of leads at once. Anyways, I'm still going to give it a shot. This is actually like a company with agents under them, so this works a lot better. But let's actually jump into the meat of this video. So again, this is the budget tracking sheet. We got an order, 50 leads, $35 a leads, $35 a lead. I delivered 54 leads because I like to give a few extra. They cost me $15.31 each. So I spent $827. Here's my Stripe fee. I made my career profit's actually $869. Right, because I gave them 4 extra leads, it calculates the cost of those 4 extra leads there. So pretty good margin, around 50% there. And let's take a look at the actual ads. So this is in a single province. I literally only have this at $30 a day now, and I'm keeping this going because they bought more leads. They want to keep going. Let's take a quick look. So this is for life insurance. I like to target parents for life insurance. So I've got parents targeted all age 30 to 62. This company is not doing final expense, so I didn't do that. Audience size isn't huge, 418,000, which is enough to, I think I cranked this up to like around 30 or 40 leads a day, and it was sustaining at one point with a higher lead cost. So there's only so much you can do in Canada because we're small. Yeah, parents, targeting them. My ads are the ones that I've already actually optimized this from past ads that I had run before. But these are kind of a combination of ugly ads and map ads. So I've got the new Alberta family benefit is here, which is pretty clickbaity, because people don't really think of life insurance as benefits to their children. So I'm clickbaiting a bit there. Alberta parents can get up to $520,000 benefits for their children. And people are like, I think people click on that and they're like, I want a free benefit. I want a free thing. And then you can kind of make your advertorial spin them into the fact that, yeah, if you were to pass away, you're going to leave this $500,000 of insurance to your children. So we're just trying to spin life insurance differently. Let's see what actually a copy did well. So I've got attention Alberta parents. I like to use random numbers like 365,000. Alberta parents, check this out. The cost of life insurance is set to increase. But the truth is life insurance is not a one size fits all. Lock in coverage now. Using some urgency, talks about this one's $6.86 a week, so it's a pricing one. Hey, you can actually leave $500K to your kids for just $6 a week. I heard this stat from someone that a lot of life insurance policies don't pay out. I think that's more common in the US and not in Canada. But I use that anyway for an ad. And I'm always using a combination of these things. So when I talk about writing hooks and offers, a lot of times I will, say, brainstorm your hooks and offers, and maybe you'll think I can use one of them, but I like to combine them. So again, it's using like a number like 365,000. It's using lock in by summer. It's using low as $1 a day or $6 a week, or kind of leaning on a trust factor here. So I'm writing my ads kind of combining a lot of the things. Exclusive to parents in Alberta, that's another one. Like combining a lot of these things, calling people out, using as many factors as I can to write different ads. And these are nothing special, but they're working well. And again, I've kind of already broken it down to these ads and headlines, but I'll show you how I will take the winners of this and then go and create another ad set as promised in the last video. We've also got, I'll show you the landing page. This is one of two variants. The other one's an advertorial, which I think I've showed as well. This one's converting a bit better, but overall I'm happy with the lead cost, and I do split between this and an advertorial to kind of get different levels of quality. I haven't gotten feedback that's super specific from the client yet, so I don't know which leads are working better. I would assume the advertorial is converting a bit better, but this page works well. I should probably have my copy say 650,000 plus, but at the same time, I'm getting a lead cost that I like, and I don't really care that this is different. They might read 365 and go here, and I don't really think it matters too much. I could match that, but using dynamic creative, I have a lot of things, a lot of different numbers flying around, and I'm kind of fine if this isn't matching my every single ad perfectly. So let's break this down. So I've got my image video slideshow. I've got 51 leads from this guy here, New Alberta, the clickbait one. So definitely look to focus on that one in a new ad set. And then I've got, in terms of copy, I've got a lot of different ones here. So 25, the short copy ad that's more clickbaity is definitely producing the most leads. A little known life insurance policy could secure your family up to $365K in benefits. So we're still mentioning it's a life insurance policy. It's little known though. It's for Alberta parents. Read more here. And they either go to the advertorial or the quiz page, which the quiz page isn't really reading more, but it's getting leads for a cost that makes sense. So I'm not too concerned about it. If you're living in Alberta, check this out. The cost of Alberta life insurance in Alberta is set to go up in April. You can lock in. It's exclusive to Alberta parents. These policies just came available and may not be around by next year. So I think what I'm going to do here, we got $12, $15. In terms of optimizing off this dynamic creative, is obviously I have a decent amount of data here. Average Alberta parents underinsured by 365,000. And they're all pretty similar. Like, I'm not saying anything too different in each of them. What I'm going to do is take anything under 1551 or less. So I'm going to take, this is just a dynamic creative asset that Facebook's installed here. Parents in Alberta need to know this. So basically this guy, this guy, this guy. All I'm going to do is duplicate this ad set. This being said, like I I'm showing you guys what I would do in this situation, but at the same time, I'm so happy with the margin. And I've done this process already that I might not run this next ad set, but if you're starting out and you're newer and you're not making profit, this is exactly what I would do. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys anyway. So I'm obviously not going to change the targeting. I'm going to duplicate this tab and go and take a look at the original so I can compare them properly. Some of you guys talked about tracking things differently with Excel sheets and stuff like that. I just go off Facebook. I know it's kind of probably not as organized as some people would like, but this is just what I do. So we've got, this is the copied ad set. We're going to name it something else actually. We're going to name it Sandbox Winners. So I'm going to try and improve upon my $15.51 ad costs. Winners. And what I'm going to do is go into Canva. I'm going to try and just run only these benefit ads and take out the other ones. I'm also going to look at the texts that have done the best, and I'm going to make some new text variants as well. So we've got attention Alberta parents, a short copy ad. We've got, these ones are costing more. Alberta parents, check this out. And if you live in Alberta, check this out. This one did well though. If you're currently going to check this out. So I'm going to keep the ones that are doing well here. Oh, there must be like two variants of it almost. Basically, I'm going to take these ones out because they don't seem to be working. But I'm going to take the winners. Got 19 if you're proud. Oh. That one is working, and I just deleted it. So I actually want that one. What about the underinsured one? 3 leads for $7. So that one's actually working really well. I'm probably going to take out this short copy ad because I just have a feeling it's not going to produce the best quality leads. And I'm going to use these two that are actually... Is it this one? Yeah. Yeah, so it's actually these two right here. So these are basically the two that I've gotten leads for $7, $7 and $11. Yeah, $7 and $11. I think there's a duplicate of this one because I changed it at some point because the date was wrong. I needed to change it to April, and before it was, June, March. That's why, March 2024. So I changed it to April because it's already March. So there's the urgency factor there, and I'm actually going to change it now to June or May, I should say. May. Basically, again, a little clickbaity, but as long as you are not getting insurance, every month it has the chance to go up. You get a new quote, you age a year, you break your leg, you start smoking, all these things can increase your life insurance cost. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to try and make some variants of these. So let's go ahead and do that. The easiest way to do this is to change the first couple lines of text. So if you're a parent living in Alberta, check this out. I'm going to take this headline out of here and try something different. I think I'm going to shorten this ad a little bit. So now I've got the OG winner up here, and I'm just going to take this down and have the cost of life insurance in Alberta set to increase in May 2024. I'm going to break this down as well. That's all I'm going to do. Literally that. I want the first thing they see to be different. So the first line of text is very important. The headline of your landing page is also very important. And I'll go through the landing pages as well and try and optimize those a little bit. Again, I've kind of already optimized this over the years, but this is what I would do. Again, maybe we broke even on this order and we're trying to optimize it. I'm going to go with a higher... I'm going to match this to the landing page and see if it does better. So basically, I'm throwing numbers around here. If you don't have insurance, you're underinsured by, however much in debt you have potentially, or your mortgage. So these type of numbers do kind of make sense for those that aren't insured. I'm going to take this part out. It's all about how insurance companies don't pay out. The average Alberta parent, let's say family, I'm going to do one more here. I'm going to go with something a little bit different. Which one did the very best there? So I want to explore this one. Underinsured by 365,000. Let's try and make this the most gangster ad ever. Average Alberta parent is underinsured by 365,000. I think they like this ad because it's it's a bit of the trust factor. It's like, hey, a lot of life insurance companies are scams, but you can actually find the right one to work with by working with insurance. Ian. Throw in a little different. Let's go with this one. Mixing up that first line. So again, that's what I would do with the copy. Again, this is based on the fact that it's working. If your click-through rates are super low, you might have to go back to the drawing board. I know these are working. Again, you got to combine different hooks, different offers. Make these ads like, especially for life insurance. Life insurance is pretty boring. Like, people aren't walking around like, I need life insurance right now, because it's something in the future that they just don't think about. So we need to entice them. We need to be a little bit clickbaity. Obviously not lie to people or mislead them. But get them to click. We want the click. I'm not going to change these headlines. Headlines are obviously important, but you can just basically throw your hooks in here. So little known policy benefiting parents in Alberta, 650K in benefits. Alberta parents taking advantage of new policies. We'll take a quick look at what's working the best there. Can you even break it down? All right. Move. Headline. So they're all pretty similar except for this one. So maybe I'll take that one out actually. New parent protection plans. Did I have that one in here? I'm going to take out 650K because it's not working. So that's pretty much it for that. Let's go over to Canva. I'll meet you there. Okay, so we're in Canva. We've got these ads. This one's obviously crushing. The new Alberta family benefit is here. Again, quite clickbaity, which the client's fine with that because we're sending through a funnel with text verification. We're asking the person going through the funnel, hey, do you want to speak with a life insurance agent? The leads are working out. So I'm not concerned about that. Obviously, if your client is saying like, these people don't even know what I'm talking to them for, then I would probably get rid of this angle. But again, I've tested a lot of angles in life insurance, and this just is worth the cost risk benefit, or whatever you might call it. So I'm going to change this up a decent amount. I'm just going to change some colors. Again, because this is working, I'm just going to focus on some like smaller things I could change to try and attract people's attention. I like to use ugly ads, as you guys know very well. So I might just mess around with different text sizes, stuff like that. I also could go ahead and export this as a video and add that to the fold, or even maybe in a separate ad set. I usually like to split video and photo in different ad sets. So you could also download this as an MP4. Let's try and do that. We might as well throw it in. I'm going to throw a bunch of these in and just see what works. Again, if you're just starting out, I like to split photo and video assets, but sometimes I do combine them if I already know it's working. Let's actually focus on we can work off our best ad here to try and figure out what is resonating with people. So the average Alberta parent is underinsured by 365,000. So we might as well take that and run with that as well. Go like this, move this guy up a bit. I don't know if it'll let me use these sirens, but that would be cool. I feel like people would click on that. It's pretty like interesting. PNG, download. PNG or JPEG shouldn't matter. Okay, so that did download correctly, so that's good. I actually like the sirens. I feel like you used to not be able to do that in Canva, so that's cool. You can use emojis now. Let's do something completely different here. I'm gonna take this flag off. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go size big time. And just have a little flag in the corner. And yes, I know this looks terrible, but it works, guys. Ugly eyes just work. The average Alberta parent is underinsured by an average of $365,000. Oh, it's funny that I say that twice. That doesn't even make any sense. The average Alberta parent is underinsured by $365,000. Wow, that's hilarious. So the best ad is a typo in it, or at least terrible grammar, which is a very Chad thing to do. I make a lot of weird mistakes, guys. I'm all over the place sometimes. But again, hey, it's working for me. Let's go with the flag at the bottom. That looks so sick, dude. It's like the sickest I've ever seen in my life. What else can we work off? Let's try this one. So my ads, like my creatives are not great. I've actually tried video ads in life insurance, and it's so benefit focused that video ads just didn't really work for me. So I literally just take, and you can use this in any niche. I've done this before in other niches. Just take a piece of text that's working or the hook that's working and just throw it on a Canva. Like I'm literally gonna try this because people are gonna stop and be like, "What am I reading? What is this on my feed?" Alberta parents are locking coverage for as low as $686 a week thanks to new policies exclusive to parents in Alberta. Boom. Try it. Let's try a video of this too. Okay, let me meet you back in Facebook here, and I'll load these in. Make sure I'm not editing the wrong one. All right. So I've just loaded these in. So you can select both. Oh, it's just loading. You can select both photo and video assets in a single dynamic creative ad set. You just have to upload them separately. I'm just going to pause while this processes. Okay, so I'm going to upload these as well. I don't know why they're... Oh, because they're literally sliding in there, I think. So when you download Canva Creative, it'll like slide in like that. And again, it's beneficial to do ads even if you're doing this style because Facebook shows videos to certain people and shows images to certain people. So it's important to have both of those. This isn't the most scientific test here, but again, it kind of works. So you could have two ad sets in your sandbox depending on your budget. One all the images and then one all the videos of those images downloaded. A few people have been talking about optimizing creative for each person. I usually check this on, but now I'm kind of second guessing it a little bit. I don't want to test two variables at once, so if this ad set defeats the original, we'll then test this after. Because I don't know, I don't think it really makes that big of a difference, but we'll see. So I've got my new ads. I'm going to publish this. We're going to see if it defeats the original. So I've got Canva Sandbox winners. So I've got the new ones there. I'm going to probably, these guys don't take a ton of leads per day yet. So I'm going to turn this one off for now. Turning it off is fine. It's not going to hurt it. I can always turn it back on if the other one sucks. And let's go and look at our landing pages. I'll meet you there. Okay, so here's our landing page. We have one less conversion than showing in Facebook. Our conversion rate's 2.72%, which isn't that great. It looks like our advertorial has fallen off a decent amount here. We're about 1% lower than the quiz. I'm going to leave this because I'm testing creatives and I don't want to just put the quiz on 100% and kind of hurt this advertorial. But what I'd actually like to do is create some variants of the advertorial to see if that can get the advertorial's price better and closer to the simple quiz, because this is probably, like I said, producing a better quality lead. And the biggest thing I can change right now is the headline. So I'm actually going to go with some of the headlines that we were looking at and were working well, or at least taking something from the ads that was working well. I'm going to try this here as a headline. So again, I'm taking copy and creative copy that's working, and then I'm applying those different hooks and offers to different places. Headline on landing page, Canva card. I'm kind of taking the things that are resonating with people and then trying them in different spots to see if that helps. So this is too big of a headline. I'm actually gonna take this part off here. Actually, let me copy that. There we go. Alberta parents are locking in coverage for as low. I'm gonna update this to 2024. So let's see here. I can change that first line just like I change my ads. Change this to June. I wonder if we can use emojis here. Let's see if that works in a while. I haven't really tried emojis on landing pages, so I'm testing something new here. Oh, that's faded. Okay, so that did work. That's cool. I think that's an update as well. Or maybe one of those you couldn't, whether it was Canva or Unbounce, I don't know. One of them wasn't allowing that before, and now it is, so that's cool. Let's go back to overview here. Okay, so we've got price lock, headline 2. I'm going to delete this guy. Again, I've tested this. I do know the simple quiz works better, and it usually does. An advertorial is usually, basically always a higher price cost per lead, but I do like the quality that I get to send the client, so I like to mix it up. So in theory, I mean, I could be getting like a lead cost closer to 10 just with that quiz, but I'm kind of waiting to hear some of the client's specific feedback as well. So I want to send them both. I'm tracking what leads coming from an advertorial, what leads coming from a quiz, and then getting feedback specifically. And if they tell me, man, these advertorial leads are just 100 times better, then I would probably bite the bullet and really try and optimize this page and mess around with different variants. Freaking typo here too. Jeez. That's funny. I mean, most people aren't seeing that because it's desktop. That's probably why we optimize for mobile most of the time. I know this is a long-winded video, guys, but I want to just kind of let you look over my shoulder and see my process. I can't make this any smaller. And I always optimize mobile because that's where most of my traffic is going to come from. Leah Miller is a pen name that we used like so long ago for Timeshare Tracy that I still use on advertorials. So you can have like basically a ghostwriter pen name or whatever for your advertorials, and looks like a real article, a real person. It's just my pen name essentially, like I said. I gotta expand this a bit. So always double check our pages so we don't have typos like I do. Okay. So I'm not going to change the content here. I'm just going to change the headline. Or the first couple lines, I should say. Let's change this to July or something. Or no, May's in the ad. May. Okay, so that's one. Publish that. So again, this is the best thing about Unbounce is I can just create variants so easily and split test things. I'm actually going to turn on... I'm not going to turn on smart traffic. Smart traffic's cool. If you have like 10 variants, it'll kind of use AI to filter traffic to different landers. I'm not actually going to do that here. Oh, did I? Oh, I turned on smart traffic. That's funny. I'm just going to split these separately. For now, that's what I'll do. Again, you could have... I usually at the most like to be testing 4 headlines, but once I have something that's doing quite well, I will then break out a bunch of different sub variables, like change little pieces of wording and then turn on smart traffic or little things in the headline, things like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and republish this. I'm actually gonna reset the stats too. So we've got 3.38. I like to just make a note on here. I don't name my landing page variants properly, so you should probably do that because this one is actually, well, I mean, it is an emotional question first because I think we asked who's the coverage for. And that naming convention made sense a year ago, but now I can't remember what it is. Ian, simple quiz, 650K headline. And then I put the conversion before I reset it so I can reference that later. Price lock, add Rhetorial, OG, 2.37%. And again, you could take this even further. You could definitely test 5 different variables in that advertorial. I'm not going to, this video is already 30 minutes long, so I don't want to do that. Headline 2, not tested. That's all I'm going to do for now. I'm probably going to end it there. I'll continue to update you guys on life insurance. I'm going to kind of try and make it into a follow along. So you can see, when we get order, I got to make our price or our accounting sheet for order 2. So you can follow along with that in the bootcamp. And yeah, hopefully this helps. There's so many variables when you're starting out. So again, if you've just run your first campaign, you're not getting leads. There's a couple different things to look at. That's going to be a different video. This is kind of based off you already seeing some initial success. So I'll definitely try and continue to make these videos for those that are having initial success and not. Just a quick tip, I guess I'll end with this. If you were to run this and you're not getting leads, I've had a few questions recently from people that started with their new creatives and they're not seeing results yet. The first thing you're going to look at is the click-through rate. So on these, it's very strong, 2.5%, 39 cent click. If this is under 1%, you've got a problem with your creative or your targeting. Also, make sure that, again, another tip, this needs to be a whole nother video, but make sure you do not have, they turned on advantage detailed targeting. Okay, well, don't turn that on, although advantage detailed targeting has been applied. But my audience is still... I think they automatically... they automatically applied this to the new sandbox. That's why. So I like to turn that off, which they make it very difficult to do. Or maybe they're forcing you now. It says that, but then I have Advantage plus audience off. So I just like to make sure this is off because if you have it on, it just opens your targeting up to people you don't even want to target as far as I can tell. So I like to do it myself. So just a quick note there. Your interface might look different because Facebook accounts look different across different, from different people, one account to the next. So man, Facebook is a pain in the ass sometimes, but we still love it. We have a love-hate relationship. I'm going to end the video there, guys. I'm maybe going to do another video going into this detailed targeting. If you have questions about it, if you're like confused as to what I was just looking at, let me know in the Discord. Because again, this looks different in different accounts. It's really hard to explain. I just don't like to have advantage detailed targeting. I think audience expansion is the one that we don't like. They change the name so often as well. So it's really hard to keep track of these. Or maybe when you start up a new ad, what it'll do is have Advantage detailed targeting will be off, I believe. That's what it is now. So advantage detailed targeting will be off when you set up an ad, and it's going to want you just to target broad. But I like to do advantage detailed targeting, which is really just interest targeting, or was interest targeting forever until they renamed everything. Wow, I love Facebook so much. It's the best. Sarcasm. Anyways, if you have questions about that, let me know. I need to sign off because this video is too long. And hopefully that was helpful. We'll see you in the next episode 4 of the follow-along videos looking over my shoulder. Thanks, Bootcamp. We'll see you soon.